Hey everyone! Today is a really windy day and I'm a bit nervous because I'm on embarkment and I need to shoot a video here. And right when I started the video, was shooting the video, it was so many people right here, right now. So yes, let's talk about the Transerfing of Reality. It's a Russian book. It's a book by Vadim Zeland. The book is about how you could live your life to attract everything you want. And firstly, your imagination creating your experience and your life. It attracts everything in your life. The author says that your life could be changed by your awareness and intention, like intention feeling. You should think that you're the creator of your life, of your personal experience, etc. So you need to do it as you're only one person in the world, and you need to talk as you're the one person in the world to make, to experience, to feel, to take the action, etc. I will read my opinions and will say you what is about in a book, because in a book there is a really, I think, big book. Yes, and I have lots of thoughts about it, and I will read you my thoughts. We live in a universe with many possible outcomes. There is a system, the stream of options, which is a structure. And he says that it is a structure of a word. Like we're living in a system which he named stream of options, of opinions, options, yes, of options. And if you want, you could change your life just going in another option, like you're making another decision and you're like transforming to another like you're transporting to another line of your life. This is the structure that contains all possible events scenarios. You move between them through your own thoughts, feelings, decisions, and actions. You can switch between two of your options, but to do it, you need to start acting like a person from that really very distinct area, distant branch, and you need to feel like this person. So if you wanna like transfer to another line, and if you feel bad, you could just get ill, or you could go to another reality life with reality line with really bad symptoms, or like you will be angry for your life, you will be disgusted, etc. So it's mean that you need to feel like a person on this line. If you want to be happy in your life, you need to feel happy right now. Each of your decision leads you into a new branch of probability, and there are moments and decisions that can throw us through several probabilities at once to a better or worse one for our constituents. My English is very bad today. Okay, what the author says that you needn't be angry, you needn't like be negative, you needn't judge, because if you would do it, it would be in your life too. So like when you're judging someone, you're judging yourself in the future, or yourself in the past, but mostly yourself in the future, because everything you get in the world, it will be coming again to you in a time like by months or by years. So the author says that you need to go to the future, and you need to like communicate with other people as you want to communicate with yourself, like you with yourself. And if you're having a judgment for yourself, or you're negative for yourself, it's really bad, because you're transmitting this energy, and in a month you will be like not so happy as you are now, and more. I hope it will be a good sound without any noises, because yes, there so many noises right here. Because the more we don't want to, the more energy we waste. It turns out that we want to live here because it's bad here, but we'll go to a place where it's bad too. You can't go from negative to positive because it will feel as if you are moving from a zero state to a height one. Okay, okay, that's really fun. Okay, because it's a bit hard for me now to explain it in the words, I will like read it for you. I think it's okay. There are such energy structures as pendulums. They appeared gradually, they did not exist before, but as long as a person lives, there are only more and more of them. I hope the vines will not be so bad, yes, because for my ears, the vines is really, 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 really fucking bad. They are needed in order to drain energy from a person and maintain their own existence with it. They separate us from the cell, affect the mind, feeding on its energy. Pendulums, pendulums, pendulums working like this. We have two different people. They have the same opinion about one thing, like the cheating is bad, and they're talking about it a lot. They're talking that someone cheated, someone famous cheated, someone another famous, or their friends cheated, etc. And when we are talking about one topic, they have the same opinion, the same energy, the same mind. Pendulum, pendulum is created, and at this time, when the third person starts thinking like this, he is adding to the first two person. And what is bad about this structure? It gives us really bad experience because it gives us its rules, and we need to like have these rules in our life after this. And when the structure starting being more stronger and stronger, it starting being really hard for us. Yeah, with judgment's eyes. People so mean. I don't know why it's okay to just use my camera like it's yours. Okay. The problems with pendulums are that they control people who obey them, putting them in their own conditions for existence. All groups are pendulums, like scientific medicine, alternative medicine, social media, the governments, all groups you could just get into, they are all these structures. Okay, these structures can be identified by several signs. I'm good and my opponents are bad. And they are talking like the scientific medicine, like natural medicine, in your hospitals, etc. They are talking with you like we are only good and the alternative medicine is bad. And in this case, alternative medicine talking about the same but about the traditional medicine. The teams who thinks the same, like if the team thinks that the okay, that's kind of crazy. If a team talks that something is bad and the pendulums say that it's okay for people, the person who is in the team of pendulum, it will need to to change his mind because he's in a structure and he will need to change his mind for the structure. It's like when you're in a team, you need to think like the whole team. These structures have their favorites, and they are talking about them really a lot. If you're the favorite of the structure, you will be like the person who will have a good results with it. And you could be against the structure, and in this case, if you're high enough, like like all people in the media, they are really high with their energy, with their feelings, very strong, and in this case, all these pendulums, I can say this word, so all these structures, they will create the scheme by which these famous people, they are not famous at all right now, but in the future they will be famous, and the structure says like, I will help you to be famous and we'll talk that you're my favorite one. So in this case they are doing like the same, and that's a bit strange, but that's okay. These structures do not allow you to go to your own because they must feed energy. And most often, these are negative energies. And it is easiest to emphasize it when a person dissatisfied with his life. So if you're like dissatisfied with your life, you will be like really with bad energies, and they are most stronger energies you can have, and in this case it's more easier to get this energy for you. You can get rid of pendulums either through unusual actions or by conclusively ignoring the pendulum. The unusual action was described by the author as follows. I will give you the example from my life right now. So, if this girl who is coming from me with her judgment eyes will be like, so I don't know, I forgot. The best example about ignoring is like me ignoring this girl right now, who just come from me with her judgment eyes, and I was like, okay. And if I would stop talking and I would be like, yes, it's a bit cringe to like sitting on embankment talking with my micro, with my English, I don't know, and if I would be like this, it will be like I'm working with the structure of pendulums. And the second way is to act like it's needn't to be acted. Like, just imagine that your CEO said you that you did something bad at your work, and so you will be in his cabinet tomorrow, and you will need to talk with this person tomorrow. You're coming to this cabinet. Just imagine that this person, he or her, have really a lot of problems over your problems, like over your situation. And if you're think about this person and you're like, oh, maybe they have some problems at their work, and some problems with their wife or husband, and you're trying to imagine that these problems are solved, and if you get at the point which problems that person really has, it will be really good for you because you're like creating the energy where this problem is solved. So you're like act like the pendulum needn't to be acted with. I don't know, I can't use the example out from the book because for me it's really hard to imagine something like acted doesn't be acted, but I think maybe you understand it only by the words. I would give you one example. We have one pretty woman in Russia, Irina Hakamada. She was an individual entrepreneur, and after this, she got into the government, made some like laws about individual entrepreneur. Okay, you know, about the business guys. And after that she started being really media person. She says, is there someone telling me something is wrong with me? I tell him thank you, I'll think about it, and leave. And in this case she both ignoring and like making unusual actions. This magical structure comes from excess potential. It is overestimation of the importance of something, excessive highlighting of emotions and reactions to a given situation. When you are making something and you think a lot about it, you're given like a height, a lot of energy, a lot of power to it, you're like working with this structure. Because our world is constructed by the law of balance, it's a bit hard to like do something in this world when you are doing something with high potential, like with high energy. And when you're thinking a lot about something, when you're making a lot of actions about something, you're giving it too much energy, and the structures need to balance this energy. And for the structures, it's no matter which I don't know which type of actions it will choose to like balance your energy. It can give you everything you want, or what is more common, it will like destroy you, like given your opinion the lowest level of the hate it can have, like the weight it can have. Sorry. Excess potential affects two of the three vicious types. Author says that the first type in the book, it's a destructive obsession. It's like a broken heart. When you want something as much and you don't and you don't do something for it, like I want to marry this guy but he's really rich, I don't know him at real life, and you're like thinking, you're like imagining, but you can't do something for it, so it's like destructive obsession. The second type is a mental desire, dreams and visualization. In this case, you can do anything for it, like, but you decided only think about it. Just imagine it's like you wanna go to the shopping mall and buy you something new, like the new bag, and you're sitting at your home thinking about, I want to buy a new bag for me, and you're sitting thinking, and you can buy it, but you don't do anything for it. In this case, all your energy goes through to this pendulum, and nothing happens, and you're like only thinking how my life is destructive. And the third type of wishes where's a little guy. And the third type of wishes are the wishes you can like you decided to do everything for it. You decided to have it, and you're like acting as the person which will have it in the months and years, and you're acting. In this case, all your energy is going to the act, to the actions, and everything is clear, and in some time, in the months, in the years, in days, it will be realized in real life. Talking about the soul and the mind. The mind is free from pendulums. It attracts the soul. When you give up desire, the intention to have and act appears. You get rid of the pendulums that affects your mind. The soul is something like it can't have emotions, it can't have some like stressful feelings and a lot of energy spending on one of the thing in your life. So in this case, the soul free of pendulums, and because of it, it's totally okay for it to get into the structure where all possibilities, all the ways of your life, and to like catch the way you want to live. After says that our soul has her own like world, and she has it while we are sleeping. So in this case, our mind doesn't work when we are sleeping, and we can sleep during the day. It could be when you get rid of the pendulums that affect your mind. At this moment, well, soul is getting to you, and it helps you. Like it could be with some of, you know, when you have your own idea, inspiration. Yes, I reminded. When you have an inspiration in this time, your soul is working instead of your mind. So it could be with efforts, with musicians, with bloggers, with people who are working with science, etc. Your inspiration, your like this feeling, it is the totally feeling of your soul, and it could be during the day when the mind is sleeping. To attract something, you need to create a base already, because it's the et- eternal transmutation of energy. Energy cannot erase or evaporate, it can only transform. So it's from physics. You cannot just create an energy, you can transform it. It's the only way to do something with energy. So if you have the energy, you need to transform it in a way you want to have it in your life. I think at the end of the book, I will say only two phrases because my mind is stopped working with the sounds a lot of hears, and it will be more louder and louder. So the author says that you can have an inspiration of your life, like you can get a list, like imagine the picture of your life. It would be the picture with everything is here. Like you need to think about your feelings, your actions, your your day, your words, your outcome, etc. You need to think about everything. It will be the list of your future, the picture of your future, and you need to have this picture and think about the first two steps to have this picture from now. Like for example, I want to create a cafe. I want to have this business and I want to have my own cafe, and I have a list. I have a picture how I want to have it, but to do it, I need to think about my first two steps. Right now, it would be like thinking about which cafes are common right now, and think about which cafe I wanna make, I wanna create, and add into them and added to it, you need to rid of your pendulums, and you need to think more about like being right now and right here. And the last one I want to talk about, the author says a lot about freely. It's something about your soul, and it's like the personal picture of yourself. You have a lot of your own emotions, your own ways of life, your own reactions to life, etc. And mostly in our world right now, we are living like the world says us. So we are watching what are the beauty standards, what are the standards of characteristics, where I want to be Angelina Jolie or something like that, and because of it we're changing ourselves. And the author says that the best way of our life would be only if we will if we will choose ourselves and will make our life as we are, like as we feel. If you want to desire to be an actor, you need to be an actor. Like if you do something and you think it would be the best thing in your life, so you need to take an action like the person, like you feel the best way to you. And it would be the really best situation you can choose, because you have your own freely of your soul, and it will help you. And in this case, you needn't think about results. You need to think only about right now and right here. Like take an action without any thoughts about the future. And in this case, your actions will get an result in any time in the future. There are a lot of information about the book I can say for you, but for me it's a bit hard today to talk about it. And I think it's really good to tell you apart to you read the book because it would be better to read it for by yourself, because it will get you more information, more needable information than I can say you. And I hope you would read it, and if you read it previously, just type something in the comments I will be really happy to read it, and I will be really happy to talk with you about it. So have a nice day, have a nice night, have a nice evening, morning, have a nice life. See you. Bye bye.